kitchen window, coffee brewing, breakfast on the griddle, kids around the table, pencils and books, ready for a day with mama's loving looks. Laundry in the washer, chores on the list, homeschool lessons, can't let a moment miss. Science on the porch, history by the fire, stories of the past, hopes and dreams inspire. Georgie finds a rhythm in the chaos and the calm. Housewife, homeschool, where she feels she belongs. Streaming from her living room, sharing all her charms. Georgie lives her life wrapped in her family's arms. Afternoon rolls in, time to bake some bread, mixing in the love from heart to head. Kids are in the yard, playing in the sun. Georgie's heart is full, her work has just begun. Evening time descends, setting sun aglow. Homework done, it's family time, the love they show. Streaming out her heart, joys and little fears. Friends on the screen, she's known for years. Georgie finds a rhythm in the chaos and the calm. Housewife, homeschool, where she feels she belongs. Streaming from her living room, sharing all her charms. Georgie lives her life wrapped in her family's arms. Georgie finds a rhythm in the chaos and the calm. Housewife, homeschooler, where she feels she longs. Streaming from her living room, sharing all her charms. Georgie lives her life wrapped in her family's arms. Family's arms.
Hey everybody, this is just a quick test stream. So, Jen, I saw your comment. Welcome to the club of Thundercunts. How's everything sounding? Am I coming through clearly? Any skipping? My internet has been horrible the past 2 days. Wouldn't you know, I don't hear back from Restream until after I'm live. Isn't that convenient? Good deal. Let's hope it continues to work properly, because I really don't want it to be acting up tomorrow night. Good deal. The music played without skipping. I contacted Restream and I told them that it's not had great signal today. We have it hardwired straight into the internet, and it was even lagging out after that. Is that what it is, Lori? A circuit overload? Yes, I'm 70 away, y'all. And DK is 25 away from hitting 200. Skipper's not said anything about anyone.
No. Molly. Go.
Linda, honey, that ranch will be here when you are able to do your job. There's no, what is it? I don't expect anything from my mods. If they need time off, take your time off. But I'm not taking your ranch. Uh, we, I get it. We all need a break. Like even I had a mental health breakdown today. It's understandable, man. Hi, Native. I appreciate y'all coming and showing up for a test stream. It's literally just, I just wanted to hop on and make sure Restream finally got some act right. Linda, we love you and we totally understand when you need a break, you need a break. The others will always pick up the slack. That's what they're here for. I love you, Miss Linda. You're part of the family. And that's completely understandable. We're here for you and we'll pick up where you can't. That's part of it. Lori. I have to say, me and Coop and Skipper and Squid have the absolute best community around us. Every single one of y'all are amazing people. Well, hi, Miss Gail. How are ya? Roy, I'm deceased. Skipper is with family in OH. Apparently, I was informed I'm picking up the slack for him while he's away. Did y'all watch his video today? His niece likes me better than him. That made my whole day after all the panic attacks I've had this morning. You know what? I loved that video so much, we're gonna play it. Because I know he won't copyright strike me. I'm his bestie. Where is it? Skipper and his boxers are busy.
Hey everybody, I'm not doing my normal live streams, and that is because I am in Ohio, as you can tell by the weather behind me, the great Buckeye State. But I am here with one of my big fans of the show, and tell everybody how your favorite show to watch on YouTube is Veteran Nation.
No, it's the Wilburns.
The Wilburns? No, it's Veteran Nation. Remember you said Veteran Nation? Okay, well, I guess she likes the Wilburns, so I guess go to Georgie's channel and subscribe to her. As for me, I guess we're going to be playing Light Bright. Is that what you got for Christmas, Light Bright?
Yep.
She got a Light Bright. Are you going to do... are you going to turn the Light Bright and make a Veteran Nation logo?
I can't really.
You can't.
No, I can't.
What do they teach you kids anymore?
I can't make stars. That's the thing.
You can't make stars.
What do
But
you
I do get to hang out with Buddy.
Uh, that made my entire day when he posted that. No lie, my daughter Bailey said, "Oh my God, she looks like Sissy." And I'm like, that's not a kid I spit out. The switch from Christmas boxers to New Year's Eve boxers. Stream ahoy! Hi, Chucky. He is. He is the same person offline as he is online. He is a wonderful human being. Get him, Gail. Get him. I was so sad that I couldn't join Coop this morning. I tried. I did try to get in, but Restream was like, "Nope, you need a break." Oh my God, Roy. I mean, they already think me and Mike are a thing, so. This is true, Lori. The internet did start working better once the kids got off the computer. Listen, chat, if you can, send some prayers Linda's way. She's under a lot of stress. Speaking of my mods, where's Spliffy and Lulu hiding out lately? It's like they just fell off the planet. So, how was everyone's holiday? Everyone have a good Christmas? We had a decent holiday until I had to face the wicked bitch of the South. Slug, you have a stomach ulcer. You did not almost die. And that is from stress and anxiety. Linda, I wished I could. Lord, how do I wish I could. No, but pretty sure this heifer could be Lynette's sister. They're a lot alike. I'm referring to my ex stepmother. Y'all have heard stories of her. She was my original narcissist that I've ever had to deal with. And of course, she just had to show her face at my bio mom's yesterday. A Speedo and a bow tie. Oh, I get it completely, Miss Linda. I absolutely do. Y'all, this morning, that panic attack hit. I hyperventilated and I passed out for a minute. And it took me all day to finally snap back into reality. But it happens. Turns out she's developed an immunity to water. Yeah, ex stepmom. So, I've told my story about how dad was married, this other girl come in, broke up their marriage, and then she took everything from me when dad died. Well, the woman dad was married to, whose marriage got destroyed, is the wicked bitch of the South. Oh, now, I did get a good giggle out of my girls yesterday because she kept trying to make Bailey and Shelby hug her. And they're establishing boundaries and they're learning how to make people respect their boundaries. And she got butthurt because Shelby wouldn't hug her and she tried to make me make Shelby hug her. I said, no, don't touch her. If she doesn't want you to touch her, don't fucking touch her. Point blank, period. Respect my daughter's boundaries. And she wanted to pout about it and play victim. So my daughter's like, I don't like you and I don't want you touching me. I was so proud of her. The home wrecker I'm not done with. I'm still working on that behind the scenes and everything. Exactly, Lori. Children know evil. No, I'm not excusing my French when I talk about that woman. The F bomb is the least of the words I could use about her. Especially when it comes to my children. I was so proud of Shelby. She was like, I don't like you, and I don't want you to touch me. And then right in front of her face, she turns around and hugs my mom. My biological mom. She turns around and actually hugged her right in front of her face. I was like, that's my girl. Oh, she absolutely does, Gail. Just this week, she started a rumor saying that I cussed my mom out, and she's surprised I didn't cuss her out. And I get a call from my mother-in-law. She told my mother-in-law this stuff. And of course, my mother-in-law immediately calls us and asks us, are you fighting with your mom? No, I don't talk to anybody. Well, come to find out, she was starting that rumor because she knew it would get back to me. Just because she wanted attention because she had surgery Friday on her wrist. And she wasn't getting my attention. Exactly, Jam. And of course, Mama Palmer. Let me tell you, that was one proud mama moment. No, and mind you, when me and my husband talk about this woman, we don't talk about her in front of the kids. Now, Kinley, she's at the age now where she's starting to be going through the same thing that I went through with that woman. So I will try to have conversations with Kinley and try to get Kinley to open up with me about what she's going through with her. And I try to teach her it's okay to set boundaries with her. But the other two, they created their own boundaries because I taught them about boundaries and self-respect. And I highly doubt those two will ever allow anyone to run over them. Majority of my childhood trauma came from my stepmother and my stepfather. Now, when me and my brother were younger, before my little sister come along, no, we didn't. We weren't even raised by our mom. Our grandpa raised us because mom was a single mom. She was working all the time or at the bar all the time with other men. But once we got older and we started having kids of our own, and we vowed to never be like that, never be like her, we were able to establish a healthier relationship with mom. Absolutely, Chucky. And I agree, Linda. Are you serious, Roy? You would think they would check product before putting it on the delivery truck? I'm just saying. Five siblings from five moms. Damn. So I have three siblings total, two on my mom's side and one on my dad's side. And there's possibly one or two more that I never met. I've heard stories because dad was a truck driver and dad was a hoe back in his day. Well, there's very possible I have more siblings around the world that I've never met. Wow. Wow, Gil. That's wild. Your dad was a trucker too? So I heard stories from dad before dad passed that I have a brother on the West Coast. Um, I don't know his name. I've heard stories of his mom. She was a nurse in California. And this was early 80s. Like early 80s, because my oldest brother was born in 75. And he was about 2 or 3 when the other brother was created. Wow, Chucky. Um, and ever since dad passed, I've been searching for this brother because the other brother doesn't believe the story. He doesn't believe it. I do because I've heard some wild stories about dad, and the story itself coming directly from dad. I wholeheartedly believe it, and I would love to find my brother. I'm wanting to say it was like 80 or 81. His mom was a emergency room nurse in California. Really? Man, I'd be amazed at the relatives I'd probably find if I did one of those DNA test things. Just from dad. Two sisters born 4 months apart from two different moms in two different Canadian provinces. Wow. That's wild. 24andMe. They sell our DNA to China. That that reminds me. So I've been in this rabbit hole for several years now because I have this certain bloodline or blood type. I'm RH negative. I've heard stories that those of us with RH negative are partly alien beings from other worldly things. I've heard that DNA comes from creatures in the ocean. I've heard that it comes from the biblical era. I have read so many different things about the RH negative blood type because there's only a 1% in the whole world. And I've been like trying to study it and learn about it and see like where does it come from and why do I have it. Good night, Jen. You did, David? Wow. Dad drove coast to coast. He drove all 52 states and he delivered to Canada several times. Look at that. There was a documentary on it. Now, here's the thing. I have it. I'm RH negative, but the kids aren't. Chucky, we sound related. Fuck, I wouldn't doubt it. Mm-hmm. 15% of Caucasians have Rh negative blood. The genetics of blood types. And see, my mom doesn't have it. So I'm like, why am I the oddball in the family that's Rh negative? I'm literally the only one in my family that's Rh negative. It's weird. And my OB told me it normally comes from the mother's side. I'm like, well, that makes no damn sense because no one on my mom's side has it. An antigen defect. Oh, once again, that's a truck driver, so I wouldn't doubt it. Hi, hose picker. So I've talked to y'all about Tiny, how Tiny has autism, but he was also born with albinoism. Now he's the only one in both mine and the hubby's side of the family that's albino. But it's a gene that is developed from the mother and the father. We both have to carry that gene in order to have a child be albino. And we joke all the time that Tiny's the whitest white boy. Your blood type's coffee. But from what my dad said, that yes, well, they're technically blue, but when the light hits it, it looks red. Yes, his hair's white. His eyelashes and his eyebrows are white. He's pale like a vampire. Oh, cool. Aw. So, from what my dad told me when Tiny was born, is that albinoism does run on our side or on his side of the family, but it's a mutation in our Native American blood. Just going off what Dad said. Dad was a boomer. Dad was obsessed with family historical stuff and all that good stuff. So I hung on everything Dad said. But apparently, there's some with the type of Native American bloodline we have. There's a certain like mutation, and it happens ever so often in generations. As for the hubby side of the family, we don't really know much about the family history because his mom was adopted. Mohawk representing. I've never heard about the blood transfusion, but when I had them, they had to give them a shot and me a shot right before delivery and right after delivery. for the RH. The Rogam. The Rogam shot. Yeah, there it is. Wait, what? What, baby? Oh. Really, Hose? Aw, I like that, Jam. My mother-in-law, when he was first born, because they've never seen, like, we've seen albinoism in other races, but we've never seen it in a Caucasian race. I blew my mind. Well, my mother-in-law is very Christian, and she said that he's a prophet. That he's she had it in her head that he was the next coming of Christ, and I'm like, no, bro, he just has a genetic mutation. Calm down. Paul, I can't. So wait, Hose, are you albino too? Yeah, we have to get him the 100 SPF. And like when we go to the beach on vacation, I get him the swimwear that's the long sleeve that has the UV protection in it. He always has the hats on. He hates hats, but I force him to wear them. We've bought him the special little sunglasses that protect better than normal like kitty sunglasses. That is so cool. Like, I honestly, truly knew nothing about it until we had him. And, like, I went crazy doing research and learning about it and doing the research. I didn't find anything on our race, on the albinoism. I don't get it. But I did know, thanks to my sister being a nurse, she went back and pulled books from school and at work. And she said that it's the the exact same mutation as in ginger kids. The pale skin, the red hair. There's just one, there's like 2 or 3 points different in the mutation to where you either get red hair and freckles or you get white hair and pale skin. But they're basically the same. Oh, Italian stallion. Ooh, pretty slate blue eyes. My granddaddy had the most beautiful blue eyes. And yeah, right. I knew that, Chucky. No, like I said, I knew nothing about it until we had him. So it was weird. We have 4 kids total. All 3 girls were perfectly normal. No issues. They were normal genetically wise. And then we have him, and okay, my brother was born with white hair, but his hair turned brown once he hit 5, 6 years old. So we were originally under the influence that, okay, he was just taken after his uncle. His hair and everything would change once he got a little bit older, like my brothers did. Like, my brother had red eyes when he was little, but he grew out of it. But no, he's he's full albino. Poliosis. The witch's mark. Some say it's a witch's mark. Some say it's the mark of angels. So, yeah. See, I mean, I know it's a thing, but all the research I've read that's on Google, at least, is all about the African albinos and not the Caucasian albinos. So I was like, okay, is this just a rare thing? Does this not happen in Caucasians? So I had my sister, since she works in peds at the hospital, I had her go pull stuff and be like, find out if this actually happens. And she found stuff, and she was like, it's literally like having a ginger kid. And it's funny because she married a ginger and she has a ginger baby. And Tiny loves my sister's husband. I'm like, that's because y'all are alike. Daniel, if we were normal, life would be boring. I can do a different design to where the UGG is horizontal. I mean vertical, my bad. I'll have to look those 2 up, Chucky. Tony Edgar. So tomorrow night, guys, I am gonna have a late night stream, but I'm starting this new series, and tomorrow night we're gonna be watching a true crime thing of a case that happened in 2015 where this girl's ex boyfriend unalived her and her current boyfriend. And she happened to record her entire unaliving, which got her ex life in prison. Pretty excited for the true crime series because I love true crime. My favorite Xmas gift, that would be my computer and my screen. The hubby hooked me up. With Siri doing reading. What? Pea soup with Christmas ham. I'm down for the ham. Pea soup sounds horrible. '70s blues. I'm not that big on blues music. There's certain songs that I like, but not huge on it. I'm a country girl. I like my country music. Roy. Yeah, Gail, I have no idea what you meant by that. you're starting you're starting with Siri doing reading? What? I will be live at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. It's our time, Daniel. I thought it would be perfect to do a late night with stuff like this. Makes it more spooky. There's my fly. Hi, darling. Well, the only experience I've had with Gifts and Go is I currently have that one that I set up for TC. And so far, it seems to be much better than GoFundMe. Banner control? I don't know what you mean. Gail, I think your phone had a mind of its own, didn't it? I like how you had to change your name and specify that you're a female. Too many people were assuming you were a male. Roy, fucking dead. You and your zingers tonight, man. Yeah. I love when I have my streams where I come on and I make it all about y'all and I'm just completely focused on the chat and not having to cover anything. So where I can just have conversations with you guys. I love, this is why I enjoy streaming, is the communication, the peopling, because I don't like peopling out in the real world. I would do the Give Send Go Mama Palmers. It's much better than GoFundMe. GoFundMe takes a huge chunk out. Damn, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Okay, let's take a poll. How many people that have been following the What the Hell's case? Who? How many of you have been here since before all the Otter Creek drama? Since the very beginning of What the Hell's channel? Exactly, hoes. I love it. Who or what was Syria? What is she reading? I have no idea, Gail. I was like, what? There you go, Roy. At least, okay, yeah. Marlene Graveyard. I remember that one too. Since before the pandemic. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I remember when she first come on and was like, I'm a super fan. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, I'm always with Mikey. That's my bestie. I know several of y'all came from when Megan started covering it. When Megan and Tug and Larry and everybody started covering it. And that's what me and Mr. Coop try to get out there is like we're longtime fans. We've been watching Jeremy for years. So we've watched all these stories unfold, you know? So like you have the ones that come in and they're covering it from the outside looking in, which technically we're on the outside looking in too, but we've watched the story unfold for years exactly. So we want to take the approach of giving our opinion on it as fans. Oh my god, I miss Marilyn Raby. I miss the Marilyn Raby drama. Right, Jim. I agree. The that poor couple just wanted peace in Florida to be snowbirds. Then here comes a cuckoo off the cuckoo nest that wanted something, couldn't get it, so now she's being a twat waffle. Right. I miss the Marilyn Raby stuff. It wasn't quite as dangerous as these kooks. Marilyn was crazy, but not hire a hitman crazy. Not brandish a firearm at people crazy. It was just your everyday slumlord crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him have to deal with the slumlord than have to go through what he's going through right now. I found Jeremy through Omar. I have followed Omar since. For those of you who don't know who Omar is, Omar Gosh TV. He does haunted stuff. He has a farm. He also lives in Florida. We have followed and watched Omar since the kids were tiny. Before him and Melissa got divorced. So I found Jeremy through Omar. Right, Gail? Give me a kiss. Yes. I love Omar and Mo. It was so good to see him and Mo back together the other day. Who watches Miss Sargi? Because I watched the Sargi family latest vlog and oh my god. Baby number 3. Like, all right, Mo, you know what causes that, right? I know, Jim. I was so excited, and they're hiding the gender as if. Okay, if they were having another girl, do you think they would still hide the gender? I don't. I don't think they would. But I might be wrong. Ooh, and my absolute favorite, all-time favorite, CJ. Out of that little group, CJ's my favorite. CJ Faith. He's hilarious. I'm ready for Baby Faison to be here. And he's plus his TV series. Hi, Rip Dog. I am after this morning. It took me all day to get back to reality, but I'm feeling better now. Hellacious headache, but I appreciate you checking in on me. We got 23 people here. Please make sure y'all are hitting that thumbs up button. And I still stand on, I would love for Jeremy and Roman Atwood to at least meet and talk about what they've went through and gone through. Because Roman has also been dealing with a stalker, a psycho stalker, to where he had to let go of his other channel. And they've had to deal with the FBI and everything. Like, Roman Stalkers was hacking their stuff. It was wild. Oh my god, yes, Jam. Oh, er, speaking of people bumping their heads, Yasko. Every time he hits his head and he's trying to say he has a concussion, he calls it a Caucasian. And I die laughing every time. I'm like, okay, is he really that dense? Or does he do it for the video? You ain't lying, Palmer. I know from experience. I think it's really cool how many of us watch the exact same channels, though. It just shows as many people that are on YouTube how small the community really is. Do you mind? I was at 4:30 when I started my stream. Are they messing with me now? They're toying with me because I'm so close. That's exactly what it is. What the? Make sure YouTube has not unsubbed anybody by accident. Quit toying with my emotions, YouTube. Yeah, it says 428 on my end. It's weird. They're toying with my emotions. It's like last night when I went to bed, I was at 4:30. And then I woke up this morning, I was back down to 428. And now I'm back to 428 after being at 431. It's toying with my emotions. Unless someone keeps subbing and unsubbing to try to be number 500. I agree, Jam. Well, that's like, I make the joke about how Madam Mayor and Brett are basically neighbors, right? But here I am standing in my own little world over here on my side of the highway, and I leave them be. Like, it's not that hard. Not gonna lie though, when they were on with me and Coop and Mike the other night, I was quiet. I was fangirling hardcore because I have so much respect for Brett and Therese. And yeah, I was totally fangirling. This is true, hoes. It was either, I think it was week before last. I had thought my kids had messed with my stuff because I couldn't find anyone that I was subbed to. YouTube had unsubbed me from damn near everybody I was subbed to, and I had to go back through and resubscribe to everybody. And I'm still missing some of the channels I watch. You went to trade school in Nashville? I'm sorry. No, they didn't stalk me to Tennessee. We just happen to be neighbors. And it tickles me pink. Okay, so this is how small our area is. I'm in Winchester. They're right on the edge of Elsie and Tullahoma, which is only 5 minutes up the road from us. So there's Winchester, Elsie, Tullahoma, and then another little town on the other side of Tullahoma. And each little town is a 5 to 10 minute drive. Like, they're little bitty towns. And then we also have Cowan right here. Hi, Magic. I know you're joking. But, like, I'm tickled pink that they love my state. I call it my state, but I'm not even from here. My husband is. But once he moved me up here, I haven't looked back. Magic. Most of us that live in Tennessee don't claim Nashville as Tennessee because all the yuppies live in Nashville. Like, the majority of the transplants that's moved from the West Coast and from up north all moved to Nashville. So they've turned Nashville into yuppie central. LOL. Hose picker. Did you turn the sound down? Yeah, it was an accident. That happens more often than you think. Us mods will be trying to get someone else and accidentally hits another person, complete innocent person. I've had it happen to me multiple times with Mike's, but I've learned how to correct my oopsies. Right, Magic? Yeah, it happens. Exactly, Roy. Exactly. Now we are exactly an hour south of Nashville, and yeah, I have no interest in going to Nashville. The hubby doesn't even like going to Nashville, and that's where our corporate office is. Knoxville's okay. Um, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is beautiful, but us locals tend to avoid the area because freaking tourists. Which sidekick? Mike? Mike's in Ohio. I'm starting to think he's asleep because he's not answering me. And I can almost bet that Coop's in bed. It's after midnight in Florida. Oh, my co-host. Yeah, he's definitely asleep. I could always drag Slug in here. He's probably asleep. You're on the fence about Slug. Slug's the little brother that I didn't ask for, but God gave me anyway. He's a good kid. Just a bit wild. I should time Mike out. I'm sure his niece would beat him up for me. I have a friend that's a lot like Slug in real life. And the majority of us can only take my friend in the real world in doses because he's ADHD as fuck and he's hyperactive, and you can only take that man in doses. Yeah, exactly. He's just young. Him's a baby. Bailey, turn it down, please. Thank you. Squirrels. Speaking of squirrels, I used to have a pet squirrel. We rescued her when she was a little bitty couple day old baby. And we raised her till she was an adult. And she chose to go back into the wild on her own. Miss that damn squirrel. Brad Mondo. Not Brad Mondo. Brendan Ferris. I don't know why I said Brad Mondo. Brad Mondo is the hairstylist. Ooh, bonfires. Exactly, Palmer's. Hey, I was rooting for that kid from the beginning when he first got involved, and I was trying to tell him, this ain't what you want to do. This ain't what you want to do. Just listen, bro. Don't do this. And I was coming at it from, he's just a kid. I mean, yeah, he's 27, but he's still a kid at heart. And he was manipulated. All right, chat. It came on. Apparently, my internet's working properly now. Thank goodness. So, hopefully, everything will go as planned for tomorrow night. 9 p.m. Central. True Crime Series, first episode. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for an hour and a half just conversating. I love it when I get to just hang out with the chat. Yeah, but he has an entire army behind him now. And some of us have took him in as a little sibling. And I could say I would probably kick someone's tail end over him. Not every time. You've been in here the whole time, Miss Ma'am. You hung so well you fell asleep. Well, I'm glad I can put people to sleep. That's great to know, Gail. Great. Hey, at least I interact with my chat unlike my co-host. Him can't help it. I love you guys. Remember, you're one of a kind. Never let anyone dim your light. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Be safe. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Georgie's gotta go for now. She's got a role to play. Kids are calling, life's a sprawling, never a dull day. She loves all her subscribers, each and every one. But mom, life's calling louder till the setting sun. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night. In the quiet of the evening, when the kids are fast asleep, Georgie reads your messages, a treasure she'll keep. Though she's busy now, her mind's on you all, wondering about your days and nights as the raindrops fall. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night. Mom's life is a journey full of ups and downs, but in every single moment, love's the sweetest sound. She'll be back to share her stories, her laughter and her tears. But for now, she blows a kiss to you near and dear. Georgie sees the beauty in every simple thing, from the morning light to the quiet night, and all the joy it brings. So hold on to your passions and let your spirit soar. She's grateful for your love and can't wait to share more. Georgie sees the beauty in every simple thing, from the morning light to the quiet night, and all the joy it brings. So hold on to your passions and let your spirit soar. She's grateful for your love and can't wait to share more. Oh. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night.